Okay, so till now we have revised about a few concepts from 9th standard, and we will continue to do so. As I told you, these things are very necessary uh, for the first chapter. Okay, so if you don't remember this, you will not understand. So now again we will quickly revise about structure of DNA. That also we have studied last year. Now if you remember, the structure of DNA is double helix structure, right? It consists of two strands, two thread-like strands, right? And we compare it with a ladder, a twisted ladder. Means when we open that coil shape, it looks like a ladder, like this, right? So this basic thing you know. Now each strand of molecule of DNA is made up of small molecules, and which are these three main molecules? Sugar, phosphate and nitrogenous base. Sugar, phosphate or phosphoric acid, and one nitrogenous base, right? Now if you remember, these nitrogenous bases, they are of four types. Which one? Adenine, guanine, cytosine and thymine, right? Adenine, guanine, cytosine and thymine, right? So these three molecules, that is nitrogenous base, sugar and phosphate, these three together they are called as nucleotide, right? These three molecules together they are called as nucleotide, and this one nitrogenous base and a sugar molecule, they are called nucleoside. When for one phosphate molecule or phosphoric acid molecule is attached to this nucleoside, it becomes a nucleotide. So these nucleotides, they are joined together and they form one chain, and that chain or that strand is one strand of DNA. Like this, there are two strands, right? So this continuous chain of nucleotides, you can say that the smallest part of this strand, one strand of DNA is what? Nucleotide, right? So these number of nucleotides are there, and depending on which nitrogen base is attached to them, they are given the name. For example, first one, that is adenine nitrogenous base. Adenine is joined here, so this will be adenine nucleotide. Then here guanine nucleotide, then here cytosine nucleotide, and this one thymine nucleotide. Now since there are two strands, you also know that these two strands are complementary to each other. Complementary to each other means what? See, if you can see this figure, one is going upwards, the direction is up, and the other one is down. Understood? So they are complementary to each other. Now what else is remaining? Yes, one more thing was there. The nitrogenous bases, adenine, thymine, guanine and cytosine. When the nitrogenous bases of these two strands, they bond with each other, right? See this bond. This is hydrogen bond which is present between these nitrogenous bases, and they bond in a particular manner. And what is that? Chargaff's rule, that adenine always bonds with thymine and guanine always bonds with cytosine. This also you have done. See here, adenine always bonds with thymine, guanine always bonds with cytosine, right? So these bonds, hydrogen bonds are there, and adenine and guanine, these together they are called as purines, and cytosine and thymine, these together they are called as pyrimidines. Purines contains two rings and pyrimidine contains one single ring. Understand in their structure. Now these double bond and triple bond, they are hydrogen bond present between these two nitrogenous bases, and they always bond like this. Their pair is always like this. Adenine will always pair with thymine, guanine will always pair with cytosine. Then see here again, these are continuous. A, G, C, T, adenine, guanine, cytosine, thymine. Adenine, then again the chain will continue. Adenine, guanine, cytosine, thymine. Like this, the others stand also. But since they are complementary, this is going upward, this is going downward. That means what? Adenine, guanine, cytosine, thymine. That's why these bonds are made. Okay. Adenine and thymine, double bond. Guanine, cytosine, triple bond. They are bond with 3 bonds. So now this much do you understood? So what is nucleoside, what is nucleotide, everything clear? This you will need it further to understand the concept which is going to be taught. Okay. So just to revise, I am taking again from 9th standard. Okay. So everything clear? Sugar molecule and nitrogenous base together called as nucleoside. Then nucleoside when attached with phosphate molecule, it is called as nucleotide. Means nitrogenous base, sugar molecule, phosphate. These 3 are called nucleotide, and these 3 molecules, they form one long chain or strand of DNA. And again same strand is the other side, other rail of DNA molecule, and that is complementary, like it is opposite in direction. Complementary means it is opposite in direction. Okay. So this is the basic structure of DNA. Now like this, one more important nucleic acid is present in the cell, and that is RNA, ribonucleic acid, right? And that also we have to revise it because we need it further. Okay. So if you remember structure of RNA, ribonucleic acid, this nucleic acid is made up of ribose sugar again, then phosphate molecule and 4 types of nitrogenous bases. Again see here, in case of DNA it was made up of pentose sugar, and RNA is made up of ribose sugar. Ribose sugar, this is one molecule, then the other is again phosphate molecule or phosphoric acid, and nitrogenous bases, nitrogen bases. Right. Now in this case, nitrogen bases are, there is one difference in nitrogen bases. And what is that? First one, it was, in case of DNA, it was A, G, C, T, adenine, guanine, cytosine and thymine. Right. But in case of RNA, this thymine is replaced by uracil. Okay, this is the difference. Thymine is replaced by uracil. And as you know, the nucleotide is the smallest unit of the chain, one strand of DNA as well as RNA molecule. And this combination of ribose sugar, phosphate molecule and one of the nitrogenous bases, right? So large number of these nucleotides, they form one macromolecule of RNA. And according to their function, they have 3 types. First one is messenger RNA, second one is ribosomal RNA and transfer RNA. Right. Now see here, ribosomal RNA. See, the name itself suggests what it means. This molecule of RNA which is a component of ribosome organelle. You know, one organelle is there, that is ribosome, and this molecule is component of ribosome organelle. So it is called as ribosomal RNA. And these ribosomes perform function of protein synthesis. That is the main function, synthesis of protein, which is required for working of our body, right? Then second one is messenger RNA. Messenger RNA is the RNA that carries information for the synthesis of protein. Means whatever information is required, whatever data is required for the protein synthesis from genes that is present in DNA chain, that is that information is carried by messenger RNA, right? Now see, this DNA is present in nucleus, right? But what about ribosome? Is ribosome present in nucleus? No. Ribosome is present in cytoplasm, right? So whatever information is present on gene for protein synthesis, that information is carried by messenger RNA to ribosomal RNA, that is from nucleus to ribosome, which is present in cytoplasm, right? So that is messenger RNA. Now third one is transfer RNA. The RNA molecule which according to the message given by messenger RNA carries amino acid up to the ribosome is called transfer RNA. So these are the things about DNA, RNA and few small concepts that you needed to be aware of or you needed to be revised. Okay, so this much things we require for our further study. Now still we have not started the main topic. Now we will start the main topic of the 10th standard. Okay.